I'm delighted to be talking to Richard Blackford, composer of La Sagrada Familia Symphony, which we're performing in the Royal Festival Hall in the South Bank on May the 8th. Richard, it's lovely to chat to you about this wonderful piece. Maybe if you could just tell us what was your inspiration for writing it.
I first went to Barcelona to see La Sagrada Familia in the 80s, when it was a whole forest of scaffolding. And then I went again in 2019, when the interior was completed. And it took my breath away. I just wasn't prepared for the incredible symphony of colour from the stained glass windows.
Richard, it's more than just a symphony. There's quite a message you're giving us here.
Yes, there's a very strong narrative in the symphony. The three movements correspond to the three friezes on the exterior of the Sagrada Familia Basilica. So the friezes are three-dimensional sculptures. And the Gloria facade, the final one, I was inspired most of all by the extraordinary light generated by all the stained glass windows.
And I'm just wondering how musically you've, if you like, separated but also combined the visual you see with what you also feel you need to write.
I think one of the most challenging sides of it was that the two of the great friezes, the first one was created by Gaudi himself, who designed the whole basilica, but he didn't live long enough for the Passion facade, and that was created by Josep Subirachs, a Catalan architect and artist. And these form a very, very stark contrast, which I then tried to reflect in the music that I wrote. For example, the Nativity is dominated by a very lyrical theme, whereas by contrast, the opening of the Passion is extremely angular and jagged and brutal in some ways.
So what makes this different, Richard, it seems to me, is you've not only just composed amazing music, but also you've produced a film.
I didn't expect when I was writing the music that I would be so obsessed with visual images, and I've worked quite a lot with film over my career, and as I was writing the music I saw some of these images, particularly the storytelling images, and about halfway through writing the symphony I thought, well, why not direct a film as well? And so I went to Barcelona and worked with a wonderful cinematographer, Lorenzo Vecchia.
Richard, you're really well known for your film music. You've been very experienced at that, though you don't do that now. But did you find writing this symphony, that experience of all those years writing for films, was helpful?
Unquestionably, and I think that they're the musical equivalents of jump cuts that you get in film. They're musical equivalents of a dissolve, which of course is a very strong film technique. But having said that, I think La Sagrada Familia is very tautly constructed as a piece of music that can stand up without any other explanation or accompaniment by film.
The world premiere is coming up on May the 8th, and we're looking forward to it. And what can we expect in terms of the audience's reaction, do you think?
Well, I hope the audience will see a symphony of sound and colour and imagery. And I hope that it will be for them a celebration of this incredible building. I think that and La Sagrada Familia and the Taj Mahal, I think, are two of the most astonishing buildings in the world. So I hope they'll be thrilled, I hope they'll be shocked, I hope they'll be moved. But above all, I hope it will make them want to go and visit La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona.
So do come along on May the 8th to the Festival Hall in the South Bank for a wonderful concert, beginning with La Sagrada Familia Symphony by Richard Blackford, The Song of the High Hills by Delius, and then, of course, Belshazzar's Feast of Walton, all performed by the Bach Choir and the Philharmonia Orchestra.